DC Style Files. Hi, and welcome back to DCTV. Before I get started, I would just like to acknowledge that I'm hosting this on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. You may be tuning in from other parts of Australia. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands where you may be joining me today. I pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. So I'm your host, DC, fashion blogger, host of the DC Style Files, and this is DCTV. It's a late night show, 9 o'clock on Mondays, where we solve fashion dilemmas and talk about fashion and have regular segments and special guests. So welcome, thanks for joining us. So today, unfortunately, 8 Yorks is not available today. She's at the snow, so unfortunately we don't have her music. She won't be able to play live. But I've asked Morpho if they could stay around today. Hi, Morpho.
Woo! Woo!
And Morpho's going to do a cover of 8 Yorks' music, which is a cover of the Formaldehydes. So thanks for covering, Morpho. Thanks for staying a bit later tonight. I know that you've normally clocked off by this time, but thanks for hanging around. So that's Morpho. Morpho's our stagehand. Normally sets up the set. Some of you might remember that Morpho asked a fashion dilemma in episode 2, and then we decided to hire Morpho and keep them on as a stagehand, seamlessly setting things up, doing things in the background, as if by magic. Now, we also today have a live audience. We've got a special audience in the house. Wow, thanks for joining. Got a big audience tonight. Some of you might remember that last week we crossed to across the street. The neighbours from across the street have been watching the show, and they had a big banner in the window, a beautiful banner that they've painted. We Heart DC, and then after the show last week, they came down and we had a bit of a chat, and I invited them to come into be part of the live studio audience tonight. How is everyone?
Great, really good, amazing. So happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. How was the trip over?
So long.
Yeah.
PTV is playing up again.
Well, thanks for coming. I hope you're excited about the fashion and the fashion dilemmas. We'll probably come back to the live audience a bit later. And thanks for the banner. Looks great.
Woo!
Okay, so I'm going to get to the first section tonight is Fash Fave.
Fash Fave! Fash Fave!
So on Fash Fave is where I present, people send in their favourite fashion item, and then I present it on the show on Fash Fave. So tonight I've got a Fash Fave from Squiggly Mop. So Squiggly Mop has sent me in this their favourite fashion item at the moment. And they said, "Hey DC, this is an old lampshade that we have turned into a stunning headpiece." So thanks Squiggly Mop for sending this in, and it's a really nice looking headwear. I like the colours, the orange and pink. Squiggly Mop happens to be in the audience tonight.
Woo! You!
So let's see. Yeah, so thanks Squiggly Mop for sending the Fash Fave. Did it take? Why is it your Fash Fave at the moment?
Well, I guess I found the lampshade on the street. I always like recycling, so I like turning something old into something new, and that's why it's a Fash Fave.
Yeah. Oh, you did a nice job.
Thanks, DC.
And is it warm in winter?
Oh, we can ask. Oh, it's very warm.
Very warm.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's very, very good for winter.
And great. And did it take? Did it take long to make? Did I ask that? No.
No,
Yeah.
just about 5 minutes
Mhm.
and some scissors. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for sending your Fash Fave in. Yeah, so that's a Fash Fave by Squiggly Mop. It's a nice item. It's nice to have the hair coming through on the top of the hat. It's good placement at the top for a bit of a ponytail to poke out, and nice bright colours. So yeah, thanks for sending that through.
Fash fave. Fash fave.
And I also have another Fash Fave this week. So this one is a Fash Fave sent to me from Popovich. And Popovich, you might remember that Popovich was Viewer of the Week a few weeks back. And Popovich says, "Here is my Fash Fave entry. It's a designer DC Style Files cat wand. Do you remember it?" I do remember seeing this item. You made it for me when I stayed with you in the old DC Style Files HQ. I love it. Sometimes I just sit next to it and look at it. I follow it around sometimes, and sometimes I even want to kill it. In classic DC style, it's fun, stylish, and supports a healthy amount of pink. So yeah, Popovich, thanks for sending your Fash Fave in. I do remember making this wand. I think it's a really good fashion accessory. I mean, I would be happy to carry a wand around. And it's got a nice bright colour pink, and I'm glad that you found it stylish, and you found it something that you like, or that's even your favourite fashion item. So thank you very much, Mr. Popovich, for sending that in.
Fash fave. Fash fave.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, so two great Fash Faves there. If you have a Fash Fave, send it to me. The details are down below, to my email address or to my Instagram account. And I'll present it on the show. Send me a few photos, send me a little bit of a description, and yeah, you'll see it on an upcoming episode of DCTV in the Fash Fave section. Okay, so what's next? So we have a chat room here at DCTV, and if you have a YouTube account, you can log into the chat room or log into your YouTube account, and you can make a comment in the chat room. So I see a few people have dropped in already on the chat room. Charles, thanks for joining. Jonathan, Rachel, JV, Popovich is here. Charles for now. Zen City Live, Nada. Thanks everyone for joining. I'll come back to the chat room in a little bit. I'll read your messages out. But thanks for popping in, and Yeah, so if you have a message that you want to send me, or if you have a comment, just leave it in the live chat room. And I'll be coming back to the chat room a bit later. So thanks everyone for joining so far. I'll come back to read your messages soon. I might just go to a quick ad, and then we'll be back. DC has arrived. Welcome everybody to DCTV. Thank you for joining live. He's rolling in the A-listers. He'll do any interview. What have you found out about the world of fashion this week?
Stay tuned for Kenneth's Corner.
And it's all happening live on YouTube. Let's make some clothes. DCTV starring DC. Monday nights at 9 PM live on the DC Style Files YouTube channel. It seems to be... welcome back to DCTV. So I think that the next section is fashion dilemmas. So I've got a couple of fashion dilemmas sent to me by a couple of viewers. The first one, Michele. So Michele said in the chat room last night, Michele said, "Hey DC, I suffer from hanger management because the clothes in my wardrobe always fall on the floor." So thanks for sending me the message, Michele, and getting in touch with me. So yeah, I understand your clothes come off the coat hangers, fall on the floor, and it's a bit of a issue for you, a fashion issue. I also had a similar problem recently with, not with my clothes, but with Kenneth's clothes.
Kenneth! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah, a few big Kenneth fans in the audience. So yeah, I made some I made Kenneth a little rack to hang his clothes, and I also made some little coat hangers for Kenneth. And I couldn't get the clothes to stay on the coat hangers. So you can see here, it was almost impossible to get this coat hanging onto the little coat hanger that I made for Kenneth. So yeah, similar problem to you, Michele. And even if I did get it on, Kenneth could easily knock it off. And there it is on the ground. So what I did, Michele, is that I just sewed the coat onto the coat hanger. Like this, with a nice matching thread, and I did that to all Kenneth's clothes. And now Kenneth can't even knock them off. So you might consider something like a solution along those lines, Michele. None of the clothes fall off the coat hangers anymore. Or maybe if you want a solution that's not quite as permanent as sewing the clothes into the coat hangers, you could perhaps, like I've got this jacket here. Oops. You could perhaps just put some pegs onto the clothes like this. Oops. So something like that might keep the clothes on the hangers.
Woo! Woo!
Or some little clips. So either way, that might be a less permanent solution for you, Michele. Or else sewing the clothes onto the coat hangers like Kenneth. So I think that's a fashion dilemma solved. Okay, and so, yeah, thanks for asking, thanks for posing the dilemma, Michele. So I also had another fashion dilemma posed to me by, it was on Instagram, so I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but Charles for now, or Charles for now, said, so I'm heading over to WA soon, and while I don't mind peacocking a little with my personal style, I know that they can be a few millennia behind. How do I dress my best without offending their precious Western sensibilities? So thanks for getting in touch with me. I know what you mean about, I don't know where you live now, Charles, or Charles for now, but if you're like me and you live in Brunswick and then you feel sort of free to express yourself in a colourful way, and then maybe you go somewhere where suddenly through changing your location, people are not so, sometimes your quirkiness is not, or your colourfulness or your fun fashion sense is not as appreciated there. So with coming up with a solution to your question, I thought maybe I might have a chat to Kenneth first and see what Kenneth has to say. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, DC.
Do you have any... hi, Kenneth. I've got this question from one of my viewers they don't mind peacocking a little with their personal style, but they have to head to WA soon where they don't want to offend the precious Western sensibilities. It's a bit more of a conservative place. Have you got any inspiration or inspo for me?
Perhaps you can take inspiration from the way a peacock dramatically transforms their look. I've done some research and found some spectacular outfits that can be transformed while the wearer is wearing it, just like a peacock. For example, these reveal dresses at Eurovision, and this magical jumpsuit created by Violet Chachki on RuPaul's Drag Race. Or you could even take inspiration from my Prince to Mermaid outfit. With just a few quick adjustments, I can transform my look from regal to aquatic in seconds.
Thanks, Kenneth. That's a great look. I love that Prince to Merman look at the end. Thanks for doing that research.
Not a problem, DC. I love researching fashion.
Okay, well, so I did come up with some solutions during the week. And so the first, some of the solutions that I came up with were, well, for example, here I'm peacocking around wearing a shiny green sequined neck brace. I just put on over the top a grey snood, just dampening down the colour, making it grey, back to normal, no longer peacocking. Here I'm wearing a fascinator with a bauble on top. Well, I'll just put on a beanie over the top of that, hiding that bauble. Uh-oh, that pom-pom's a little bit too bright pink. Let's put a grey snood over the top of that, just to cover it up. That's much better, much more sedate. This pink scarf that I have, it's something I might wear when I'm peacocking around. It's a really light scarf that folds down into quite a small bundle, so you can put it in your pocket. Back to normal clothes now. These are some trousers that I made. They're rainbow trousers. Chaps from the audience. Yeah, they are kind of like chaps, I think. So yeah, all the different colours there on these trousers that I might wear while I'm peacocking around Brunswick. Totally fine in Brunswick to wear these. But then if I go somewhere else, I've got an issue. So the special thing about these trousers is that while they look like they are one item, you'll see in a second that they're actually just attached to my belt. So you can take them off quickly. There's a little bit of elastic at the legs, and then back to a relatively normal outfit there with jeans and a jumper. So that's just a few of my solutions so far for child for now. Just different ways of sobering up your peacocking, or like bringing a colourful, flamboyant outfit and making it a little bit more sedate. And the last couple of outfits that I have for this fashion dilemma, I based this one on the actual peacock bird itself. I was inspired by your term peacocking, child for now. They have a lovely little headwear there, and that's a nice colourful tail of the peacock. And they can often open up their tail and to make a really beautiful fan. It's really quite spectacular. But they can also put that tail down, turning themselves back into more or less a normal bird. So I took inspiration from that. This is a dress that I was given by Vina. So thanks, Vina, for giving me that dress. And this is the peacock outfit that I made. I think I might be having some trouble with the live streaming. Is that right, Jenny? No, it's all good? Yeah, so sorry, this is the peacock outfit that I have made. I cut up the dress, took a few bits apart, took a few bits off it, added the peacock dress onto my trousers, added a bit of structure there, something that I could wear while I was around Brunswick. And this is a great outfit that you can enter sideways in a spectacular fashion, wearing this peacock outfit with the peacock fascinator. And then when you're going to WA, you can just put the tail down and then basically returning back to normal with just like a hint of a purple skirt around your waist. You can take off the fascinator and then ready for a different, more conservative location. Then when you come back to Brunswick, for me, for example, just put your peacock tail back up. And if that's not, if you still think that's a bit too flamboyant, this last look I've modelled it on the peahen. So the peahen is a much less colourful bird, and this is an outfit that I've made which uses different browns and basically no colour at all in this outfit. So I'm not sure what is acceptable in WA, but maybe something where there's not so much colour would be good. Yeah, so that's my last suggestion for child for now. So thanks everyone. Yeah, so that's I hope that helps with that fashion dilemma. And I thought that I think we're still transmitting fine. I thought that we might have gone off air, but we didn't. Yeah, so thanks for sending the dilemma, and I hope that helps. Child for now. So you might also have a dilemma that you want to send me. If so, get in touch with me, and I'll see what I can do. I'll present a solution on DCTV. So if you want to know how to get in touch, just send me a message either in the chat room or on social media. I might just go to a short ad break, and I'll be back in a sec. Hi, I'm DC from the DC Style Files. I'm here waiting for your questions about fashion. To date, I've solved over 7 or 8 fashion dilemmas. You can see behind me some of the items that I have adapted and sewn together to solve viewer dilemmas. I offer useful, friendly advice that you can incorporate into your wardrobe. No query is too big or small. I cover them all. Give us a call and I'll help you out. You can also contact me through my YouTube account or on Facebook. Hi, this is the DC Style Files. You're speaking to DC. What fashion dilemma can I solve for you today? The DC Style Files. Welcome back to DCTV. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for joining live. So I thought I might go visit the chat room now. So yeah, Morpho, I'm liking the tunes and I'm liking the fashion. So great to have Morpho here in the studio tonight. So let's have a look at the chat. I'm just going to find my chat screen so I can. Oops. So thanks for everyone for joining. So Charles Beauchamp, woo. Hi Jamie, hi Jonathan, hi Rachel, JV, thanks Morpho, she says. They say. Popovich, massive studio audience, DC. Yes, thanks for joining Popovich. Yes, great audience tonight. Jonathan, increased by 300%. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Oh yeah, the audience. Yeah, there's 3 times as many people in the audience. Yep. Charles Fennell, stunning. Zen City Live, great support, live audience of the week. Nada loves the 75% indoor audience capacity. Yes, me too. It's great to have the restrictions eased a bit. Thanks, Nada. Popovich, yay. Hamish, message retracted. Nada, that keyboard is playing itself. Yeah. It's actually being played by Morpho. Charles for now. I've never been in a live studio audience before. Feel free to come one time, Charles for now. Coat hangers are awful, says Jonathan. But Michele, thanks DC, you are a legend. I would never have thought of that. So Michele, happy with the coat hanger solution. That's good. Charles for now, exactly. Angela, Kenneth Rainbow Trout. And Shelfana was very impressed with the research that Kenneth did. Kenneth put in a lot of effort in that in Kenneth's Corner and came up with some great research. It was very helpful for me in coming up with a solution. Jonathan would like to be either regal or exotic. Regal or a mermaid was the outfit change that Kenneth did. Prince to merman is a common dilemma. Shelfernell says it's appropriately sedate. That's a Perth safe. So pretty happy with the some of the solutions there, I think. Rachel, I love the rainbow trousers. Shelfernell, I think, also loves the trousers. Rydam Rainbow Cowboy, Angela. Good comment, Angela. Thanks for joining, Rachel. Jonathan, Morpho is rocking it, doing a great job. Ciao for now, incroyable. And hard, think happy with the solutions. And Angela, amazing peacock tiara, perfect. A bit of a flapper headband, I love it. Yeah, I didn't describe the headband, but that was made out of pipe cleaners. Attached to a sequined headband. That was the inspired by the peacock's crest. Popovich, wow, spectacular peacock outfit. Thanks, Popovich. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you like the outfit, and thanks for sending your fash fave earlier. Rachel, fantastic finale outfit. Nada, the peacock tail looks sun safe. I think that is true, actually. It would provide a lot of protection. The bird is a bit quail-like. Yeah, it's a bit more of a normal bird, I guess. The peahen. Thanks so much, Chalfanel says. So many options now. I hope that that'll be good for when you go to WA, Chalfanel. Zen City Live, yeah, nice one, DC. Great look for WA. Jacking Jack loves the live audience in Mumford tonight. Thanks, Jacking Jack. Happy enjoying the audience energy. And Michele says, I have another fashion dilemma. I'm a nudist and need to keep my need to keep my job. This has been problematic in the workplace as I am required to wear PPE with the new workplace standards. Help me. That's a really difficult fashion dilemma, Michele. That's really a lot harder than the hanger dilemma to solve. That was relatively quite easy, the hanger one. I'll have a think about it. I don't really know off the top of my head. Yeah, I'll think about that. I mean, being a nudist is a fashion choice. It's like you're still taking a stance on fashion, and then how to incorporate the PPE into that look. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll have a think about that. Thanks, Michele. Okay, so yeah, thanks everyone for joining in the chat and for the funny messages. What are we up to now? I'll pop into the chat at the end again. But now it's time for Viewer of the Week. And this week, the Viewer of the Week is the neighbours from across the road. Yeah, so congratulations, neighbours from across the road. Oops, hang on. Yeah, so as I said last week, the neighbours from across the road brought their banner down, and that's a photo of them last week after the show. And also, I know that Squiggly Mob has sent me a couple of fashion dilemmas. This one about what to wear in the club, how to moderate your temperature in the club. So I made this outfit using tubes where you can adjust depending on whether you're dancing or going out in the street in the cold. And then this one was Squiggly Mop also asked me a question about magpie protection. And this I made this helmet and garment using bird spikes and bird scare tape. And that was my magpie protection. And then this week, I looked down near my front door and I had a little message from the neighbours across the street. And let's have a look. And so, yeah, this is the little nice, beautiful, cute little drawing from the neighbours across the street. Nice drawing of me. And a nice little message saying that they were coming to to be in the live audience tonight. Yeah, so thanks. That's why you're Viewer of the Week, neighbours from across the street. So I might just So if you're viewer of the week, you get a signed photo of DC. So I might just move camera 2 over. Oops. And let's go over to camera 2. Maybe this one? Okay. So yeah, I'll just sign this photo for dear neighbours across the street. Stay stylish! Exclamation mark. And then I'll put my my signature, which is some sunglasses and my initials. Okay, and then let's just move camera 2 back. How are we going there with camera 2? So yeah, so there you go, neighbours from across the street. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, thanks for all your support and for watching the show and asking fashion dilemmas. Well, great episode tonight. Let me just check the chat room, see if there's any other movement there. So, Angela, can we have Morpho at the season finale? Well, that would be great, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check with Morpho. Morpho's doing a lot of overtime at the moment, and yeah, we'll see. Morpho will let you know. And Ciao for now, that's so smart. I think I've moved on from that. I'm not sure what you're referring to now, Ciao for now, but thank you for commenting. Thanks for joining the chat room. Great to see Morpho having fun with fashion too. Yeah, it's nice because I entered a dilemma for Morpho earlier on in the season. And Morpho was wanting to venture out with their fashion and maybe wear something, you know, they'd only ever worn a black morph suit and they wanted to wear something a little bit more that expressed their inner flair. So it's nice, it's taken a few episodes, but finally Morpho has added to their flair a little bit with, brought out a few little items. So good to see you. Good to see you expressing your inner flair, Morpho. Okay, well, I think that's the end of the show. This is the second last show. So next week will be the last show of the series. So end of series 1. But there'll probably be another series after this, series 2. So, but we'll be having a little break for a little while. But keep sending your dilemmas in. I'll still work on them, and they'll get solved in series 2. Okay, bye everyone. Stay stylish. The DC Style File.